Police! Don't move! 253 urgent. Member shot, member down. Should have gone with him.
There's no sign of forced entry.
No, the door was unlocked. I mean, we were driving. I saw a light. There was someone in there. They had a torch. Someone had something.
All right, take it easy, Constable.
Boss, I saw someone in there. He was crouched down. He was crouched and I issued the warning. And then... Well, Ben... Look, it just happened.
It's okay. Suze, it's okay. We'll find something.
Look, someone was in there, all right? I'm not wrong about this.
All right.
I'm not wrong.
It's okay. Look, I'll get onto the owners. Maybe they keep some cash on the premises. Okay? Okay.
I'm gonna need your equipment belt.
But I haven't done anything.
Susie, it's a shooting. You know how it works. Yes, dear, you're gonna want your uniform as well.
You've got nothing to worry about, Suze. You just tell them what happened.
It's just routine, Susie. Inspector.
Senior Sergeant Tom Croydon, Detective PJ Hasham. This is Detective Sergeant Denise West, TSD.
Evening.
Detective, hopefully we can get this resolved without too much fuss.
I'd like to speak to Stuart first.
Still at the hospital, I'm afraid.
How's his injury?
He's going to be all right, apparently. The bullet went through the fleshy part of his arm.
Blood loss?
Minimal.
What's keeping him then?
Procedure, probably.
All right, we'll start with you. Nothing personal, nothing assumed. Just an informal interview.
Gun and belt?
Uniform, bagged and tagged.
Ben, what the hell are you doing back here?
I'm working.
No, you're not. You've just been shot.
Doc said that I could check myself out.
Yeah, he also said to take it easy.
Boss, there's an armed offender out there and I want to find him.
You won't be going anywhere until you've been interviewed by me. Now that Stuart's here, we'll revert to the original order.
Sir, could I sit in?
If you think it's necessary, yes. So it was Rayner's idea to check out the industrial estate?
She was driving.
You're the senior officer. Isn't it your call?
I understand the warehouse wasn't in the target patrol area, so why were you there?
We were on our way to the target patrol area, driving through the industrial estate. Constable Rayner saw a light in a window.
Did you see it?
No, there's factories on both sides there. I was looking the other way.
Who found the unlocked door?
Susie. She heard a noise and we went in to investigate. Sir, you would have done the same.
Would I? I might have exercised some discretion.
And what does that mean?
It means that as the officer supposedly in charge, I might not have allowed the situation to escalate to the point where shots were fired. What happened to line of sight?
Well, it's a shambles in there. We were split up. That could not be helped. Susie saw the intruder and she fired as I stepped out.
What did this intruder look like?
I don't know.
What, you didn't see an intruder?
I think I saw a movement.
A movement?
Well, it was in shadow.
But you saw something?
I think I did.
Did Constable Rayner issue a verbal warning before firing?
Yes, I think so.
You think so? You think. I mean, either she did or she didn't. And if she did yell out, "Stop, police, don't move," I'd have made damn sure I didn't. Why didn't you?
I don't know. Maybe she didn't yell, or if she did, she fired almost straight away. I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, sit down and we'll go through it again.
You okay?
What happened?
You didn't have to come.
Joe called me. Thought you could do with someone in your corner.
Well, it's all gonna be fine. You know, we'll sort it out. You should go back to bed.
Rainer. Inspector, I think a member has a right to a representative at any interview, don't they?
If they want one.
I guess it can't hurt.
Fine.
How'd it go?
Well, you're the one who gets shot, and Falcon Price treats you like you're the one who pulled the trigger. We're going to stand around and we're going to start chasing things down.
We've been in the game for about 4 years now. Never had a break-in before. So some of this stuff is imported?
Out of Malaysia, yeah.
Your Phoebe goes over twice a year and buys stuff. Look, if ever you need anything, don't be a stranger.
Over here.
Sorry to get you out of bed. We've got to do a complete check of all the floor stock.
Yeah, no worries. Can do. What, break-in, was it?
Something like that.
The inventory sheets are in the office.
Could we, no, probably better not. The office is...
We can get through here. Dad?
That's the safe. All right, if we could just check it out.
Oh, look, I should warn you, I keep a gun in there. It's licensed.
It's not great security.
We only keep petty cash and paperwork in it. I do a reconciliation and banking every day. Weekends, takings come home with us. So.
There's been a few safe jobs over the last couple of weeks, so you never know.
I'll have a look at this. Take a couple of hours.
Thanks. And if you wouldn't mind staying out of the crime scene.
No worries.
It hasn't been touched.
I wouldn't. It's a crime scene.
Then you didn't see me. Didn't see me.
And that's your clear recollection?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, no doubt put your mind at rest to know that your version of events pretty much tallies with that of Sergeant Stewart.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Things should be further clarified when you do a reenactment for us.
Hey, whoa, hang on a sec. She doesn't have to do a reenactment.
That's not a requirement.
No, of course not. But it might be helpful in nailing down some details.
Well, if that's what you need, I'm happy to do it.
You know the Police Association recommends against reenactments of police shootings.
He's right. You don't have to do this.
I don't see a problem. I've got nothing to hide.
Video reenactments can distort things.
Well, there's nothing to distort. It's straightforward. Then I turn. Police stop, put it down. And I fired. Sergeant Stewart stepped out. Except you were closer.
No, I was here.
No, it was closer.
Susie, the blood's right here.
I know that's where you fell, but when you stepped out here, then you got hit, you fell
I
back.
came out here. I know where I was.
All right, okay. And he said stop. Why? Was the person moving? Which way?
No, they were still. I think what I actually said was, police don't move. I think.
So you saw the gun, but you can't describe the person.
No, he was in silhouette. I mean, I fired, he ran.
With the gun?
You know, he dropped something.
Oh,
Something.
whoa.
Something fell.
Denise. Grab me a bag. Now, that could look like a gun, don't you think? And I don't think we'll be getting to bed just yet.
Can I hang on to this?
Yeah, no probs. If that's all, I'm going to get going.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, God, go away, Tony. There's nothing for you here.
Nothing. It's a police shooting, Tom. Come on. Hey, Ben, you take a slug, didn't you, mate?
Not...
Susie, who shot him? Did you
Not a
shoot
word.
him?
Don't say a word.
Got ya.
3:19 a.m. Senior Sergeant Croydon has just entered.
Constable, I spoke to Mr. Robinson back there, and he confirms that the drill belongs at the warehouse. So, what we have here is either a drill that someone left lying around, in which case your alleged intruder took the gun with him.
Alleged.
Now, let me finish. Or a drill which was mistaken for a gun, in which case you fired on an unarmed man.
You mean she made a difficult but appropriate choice in an operational situation?
You initiated a search of an area that wasn't on your target patrol sheet. It was your idea, yes?
I already told you it was.
So what we have here is an unlocked door, a light, an intruder, all of which only you saw.
Hang on, Ben saw that door.
Only after you'd been there first, alone.
Where are you heading with this?
Stop or don't move, Constable. Are you sure you shouted a warning at all?
Yes, I am. Well, ask Ben.
He's unclear.
Well, that's hardly surprising. He's just been shot.
Yes, he has. At the coroner's inquest into your husband's death earlier this year, you stated that you never believed he intended to kill you.
This is crap.
Listen, what happened to my husband was not Ben's fault. I never blamed him.
I see.
Taped record of interview between ESD and Constable Susan Rayner terminated at 3:21 a.m.
Constable, I am not satisfied with any of the answers that I'm getting here, so I'm informing you and Sergeant Stewart of my intention to conduct further interviews after more investigation. Is that clear?
Yes, it's clear. You think I set this up? You think I deliberately shot Ben as revenge for my husband's death? This is a nightmare. It's crazy. I was doing my job.
You're crazy or not, it's shaping up to be a criminal investigation, and you need to stay clear and calm.
I never even put a hand to my gun without thinking 3 times first. I thought I was going to be shot. I fired in self-defence.
All right, defend yourself again. You cooperate as required, but volunteer nothing. Say nothing until you've contacted the association and got advice from legal.
Yeah, make it look even more like I've got something to hide.
Well, have you?
Can't believe you're even asking me.
See? You got nothing to worry about if you do things by the book.
You try doing things by the book when it's getting thrown at you.
Susie.
Yes, thanks. Ben, you must have heard me yell at that guy not to move.
Susie.
Someone was there, Ben. We need the proof, that's it.
Look, I'm shagged. I'm sore. I really just need to get some sleep.
Suze.
We all need to get some sleep. Come on, let's wrap it up. There's nothing more we can do tonight.
Right, that was St David's. They've had 2 safe jobs in the last 24 hours.
What, that's it? That's our guy.
Well, they apprehended the bloke to Savo. They're holding him for questioning.
But there are other would-be safecrackers.
Between here and St David's?
Well, there's another one around here, and we'll find him in the morning.
It is the morning.
But she's got enough to worry about as it is without you making it worse.
I'm keeping her informed. What do you want me to do, lie? I need to find my keys.
And what about you? Do you really think she shot you on purpose?
Leave it, Joe. I really don't know what to think.
Yeah, well, you should know what to think. What about a bit of loyalty here? Susie's up to her neck in it. The least you could do is be supportive.
I have been supportive for the last 5 hours. It's not my fault that the safecracker theory sank. Hey, you're shooting the messenger here.
Look, Susie's not stupid. I mean, she wouldn't use her gun unless she knew what she was shooting at and why. I mean, if you ask me, Ben's the one who's stuffed up here.
How?
Well, he walked into the bullet. If he hadn't been hit, we'd either have an intruder with a hole in him or ESD'd simply be investigating the discharge of a weapon.
And we'd all still be in bed. Look, we're not going to sort this while we're falling asleep. So let's sort this out in the bloody morning. Okay? Bloody hell, Benny.
Sorry if I woke you. I was trying to be quiet. It's just I can't sleep because of this home.
Yeah, well, big ears out there can hear cockroaches mating.
I cannot.
Sir Donald here nearly did you a favour and put you to sleep for a couple of hours. It's okay, it's Ben.
I know. Tell him to go to sleep.
It's not really the arm, you know. It's the sort of stuff going around in my head. A couple of inches over and I could have been a goner.
Solve your marriage problems permanently, eh? Ben didn't happen. Go to bed.
Yeah.
You'll be following up with ESD on that drill we found at the warehouse?
Fingerprints, yep, on it.
Good. There's also several reports here of
Sorry,
fraudulent...
boss. I can take over now. Thanks. Okay, so we've done the teenage booze, the graffiti?
Done.
Right. Yeah, here's one we might be able to help you with, PJ. We've got a bunch of reports about credit accounts being accessed.
Yeah, well, I'll be picking up copies of fraudulent transaction statements today. You know, it might be worth talking to the retailers.
Yeah, well, let's see if we can give PJ a hand with this. If you need any...
Sergeant,
What do you think you're doing?
I work here.
Not today, you don't.
I haven't been suspended.
You've been rostered off.
Well, I don't need to be.
Is readout over?
Yes, there's nothing else on the agenda.
Then I'll see you in my office, Sergeant. You too, Constable. Do we have a problem here?
No,
Not from
boss.
me, boss.
Because if we do, I'd just as soon you both went home and we'll carry the extra workload. By rights, neither of us should be here anyway.
Well,
need
ESD
to be-
isn't going to want her... You go on.
Well,
Go.
ESD won't want Susie on duty.
I'll handle that. Let's make it light duty, shall we?
Fine. I need to be here, boss. If I'm not at work, Tim's is going to have a field day.
He is full of crap.
Carefully worded speculation, but his editor should know better.
No, don't phone them. They'll say we're closing ranks. Let's just keep it business as usual, okay?
As long as that's what it is. Can I have both your assurances on that?
Yes.
Boss.
All right, then. Business as usual.
The card is taken from the customer. It's passed once through the FPOS terminal and once through the skimmer. We can't.
You sure?
It's not switched on. The card is then given back to the customer who has no idea that his credit card details have been lifted. Jonesy, you listening?
Nifty.
So the skimmer's got all the electronic information off the card. Yeah, and then what?
Then the details are transferred to the strip on a blank via a reader. Eureka. Open account.
One of those for Christmas.
Look, what the hell are we doing here? Susie's future's on the line. We're talking about credit card fraud.
Hang on, mate. Got other work to do.
Fingerprints or forensic must have come up with something. Look, there was someone on those premises. They must have left a trace, so why aren't we pushing for answers?
They've got nothing for us yet.
We'll call them again.
You know what they're like. You pester, they go slower. Look, we are all in there batting for Susie, mate. We just need to know what we're swinging at.
Yeah, I know. You do the job top speed and then some junior connie sticks the results in a pile. But this is really important. We've got a member under the hammer here, so... Just wondering if you
Well,
could
if
do me a
I
huge
couldn't see
favour.
him last night, I'm not going to have much luck with an ID now, am I?
Yeah, I'll hang on.
It's worth a try. I mean, something might click.
I really appreciate this, Connie.
Hey, where are you off to?
Interviewing credit card victims. You coming, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, boss said Joe's out on patrol with Ben. He's doing property cage with Suze. I'll come. Yeah? Great. Thanks heaps for this, Kylie. I owe you one, eh? They're faxing through that info now. Hopefully that'll blow Falcon Price out of the water.
All right, who's Prince?
It's not surprising my Prince on the drill. I bloody work here.
And you know where the keys are too, don't you?
Can we take this outside?
I don't think so. You are the same Peter Garrison we've got in our sheets. Do you want to look at the photo?
We can take fresh prints, do a comparison if you like.
So we've got previous convictions, so what? Have you read what they are?
Yes, drunken disorderly, assault, possession.
Right. Nothing for 3 years. It doesn't say a bloody thing about burglary in there, does it?
It says a lot about what kind of character you are, mate.
Was. I don't do that kind of crap anymore.
Peter, where were you last night?
You were here, right? Looking to clean out your employer till our guys sprung out?
Wrong. I was with my girlfriend. In bed till you lot dragged her out.
Yes, he was with me. You guys are amazing.
What about the last 2 weeks?
What about them?
Well, there's some other nights we're interested in.
Well, I'll have to check my was Pete in bed with me diary for the period. I don't know.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing, Dad. I'm handling it.
Well, perhaps you'd like to think about it and get back to us. Today.
What are we talking about?
Your employee, Peter Garrison.
They're trying to say he had something to do with the break-in.
Well, there has been other break-ins over that period.
And Pete's got a record, so he's right up there on the list.
Just a tick. You knew he had a record?
Yeah, he was upfront about it when he applied for the job. I like that.
You never said anything.
Look, Dad, he's made a few mistakes, but basically he's a good guy. I was the one who hired him. I was prepared to give him a chance, which is more than you lot seem ready to do.
So, if you were in bed together, how come you guys arrived separately when you were summoned by the police?
Bloody hell, Phoebe.
Because we didn't want my father to know we were on together. Thanks very much. We finished?
When you've consulted your diary, we will be.
That doesn't mean he wasn't turning the place over. And it does explain the unlocked door.
Unfortunately, it also explains the prints on the drill.
What about his record?
Well, he's got no prize for Bergs. Sorry, but he's not shaping up very well.
Well, what's he look like? Tall, short, dark, fair, fat, thin, what?
Medium, medium, and medium.
That figures. It also fits.
Yeah, it's not very helpful. Jo called in. She's checking through that list of fraudulent credit card victims.
Right, thanks.
Hey, if Joe's busy, I can do patrol with Jonesy.
You've been told what you're doing? Is that a problem for you?
No, Sergeant. Do you blame me for what happened last night? Wasn't my fault, Ben. There was an intruder.
Yeah, I know you think you saw one. Look, you've been through a tough time since Brad's death, so maybe it's not your fault.
Oh, wait, this has nothing to do with Brad. I thought you believed me. Last night you did. You were mad keen to
and
go
today
out there
I'm
and...
having some doubts. Can you just give us a second, please, mate?
Yeah, sorry, mate. There was a call out to St Stephen's at Berg.
OK, can you just deal with that? Pick Joe up on the way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're right, I do. I blame you. I don't think that it was deliberate or intentional, but you discharged your weapon in a dangerous situation. It was your bullet, Susie. It was yours.
Ben,
Yeah,
I told you what
fine,
happened.
Fine, right now, I just need you to get your act back together. And until you do, I think it's safer for you and for everybody if we just stick you behind a desk. And if that's pulling rank, then I make no apologies for that.
A bit of divine intervention, I think. We could have lost all the takings from yesterday's bingo, but as you can see, our would-be thief wasn't terribly accomplished.
Oxy. Like the others.
Others?
There have been one or two other safe jobs recently.
Means the bloke that PJ said they're holding in St David's isn't our man.
Can you give us a rough idea of when this might have happened? When did you lock the takings away?
All written down. Late last night before I turned in.
Right, so about 11 p.m.
And I was up again at 6.
There's not much likelihood of two safecrackers being in Mount Thomas at the same time.
Especially two who use oxyacetylene for the job.
Yeah, well, this one was an oxymoron setting fire to the place.
Right, that was St David's. The bloke they were holding on suspicion has been alibied.
Right, so there's still a safecracker out there who could have been at the warehouse last night.
We should let Falcon Price know, shouldn't we?
Maybe we should do a door knock first. I mean, it'd be nice to give this to ESD in a plate.
If you're looking for an apology when you do, I wouldn't hold your breath.
So you and Sue should do the door knock. Somebody must have seen a car or something.
Door knocks, light duties, I suppose.
What about the credit card thing?
Oh, it's a paper shuffle from here.
Nice, safe job for Sergeant Stewart, then.
Is it?
You bet.
Hey, Joe. You're not welcome here, Tim.
Why not? All the PR I do for you. Hey, Susie, can you read my piece?
Excuse me.
What? What?
Tony, I suggest you go straight back to where you came from. Unless, of course, you have a problem we can help you with.
Tom, I just want to get a quote on how Ben's doing with his gunshot wound.
The sergeant's injuries, whatever they may be, are not the subject of press speculation. Good day, Mr. Timms.
Gee, thanks for nothing, Tom.
Tony? There's a peak hour in here or something.
Right. Look,
something's just occurred to me about the attempted burglary. I was up at the hospital giving communion. There's this chap there admitted with burns. Rather nasty ones to his hands down one of his legs. I didn't talk to him, but I asked the charge nurse. She said the injuries were the result of a fire.
Burns usually are, Brian.
Well, yes. I just thought the nature of the burns.
Yeah, well, we'll look into it, Brian.
Right. Well, that's it for me then.
PJ, he's just trying to help.
It's probably some poor old codger who set fire to his bedclothes with a fag or something.
Pooch, that was Phoebe Robertson. As far as she can remember, Peter Garrison was with her on every day that you asked about.
How predictable is that?
Yeah. So what about that guy that Father Brian was talking about?
Do you want to check it out? Fine.
Well, we're not going to ignore it, are we? What?
Jones, if it'll make you happy, who am I to quibble?
Harry Spencer?
Could be. Who wants to know?
Constable Evan Jones. I just wanted to talk to you about your burns, Harry.
Just a freak accident, mate.
What did you want to tell me about it?
I was barbing some snags for my wee little granddaughter, and the barbie wasn't going so good, so I chucked down some white spirits. Whoosh! Oh, very nasty, very nasty.
You're lucky you didn't burn your face.
Too right, mate.
And these spot burns on your arms. The doctor seemed to think that they could be from something like an oxy-torch or something. Is that possible?
Sure is, mate. I was welding a joint under the sink.
Really? Most people have got plastic pipes under there. You should talk to your plumber. It's much easier.
Tom, mate. I remember that.
All right. Well, I shouldn't have to bother you again, Harry. Mind you, if I find out there's some discrepancy between your story and the doctor's, we might need to have another little chat. Urgent appointment?
Call of nature?
Come on, Harry. It's got your signature all over it.
Have a heart, mate. Give it a rest. Can't you see the pain I'm in?
Just answer the question.
If I copped to the church job, I couldn't have done the St. David's job, right?
If you think you can alibi yourself for a successful job by admitting to a botched one, think again. Look, I know you did St. David's. You got away with $4,000 and you came back to Mount Thomas.
And those burns prove you did the church.
Now, we can go through the whole forensic circus, eh? Carpet fibres, whatever. But it'd be a lot easier if you just admitted it.
I did the church job. Now God's punishing me. Doesn't mean I did St. David's.
What about the warehouse?
What warehouse?
Arnold's Imports.
I never heard of it.
Come on, Harry.
Hey, I told you I never heard of it. I'm not going to own up to every friggin' break-in you got on your book just because you want me to.
Where were you at 11 o'clock last night?
Boss, woman who lives next door to the presbytery saw an old grey ute. We got a rego, belongs to a
Harry Spencer, a.k.a. Handy Spencer. He's got 3 convictions for burgs, 2 for theft. He's a safe cracker by trade. He stuffed up Father Brian's safe, all right, but he's got a rock-solid alibi for the time that you were at the warehouse.
Well, are you sure? I mean, maybe...
He shouted at the bar at the Imperial.
There were 18 witnesses.
Great.
Perhaps you should go and get the lunches. Get a breath of fresh air while you're at it.
Yeah, thanks, boss.
So you deny shooting Sergeant Stewart, right?
Back off! I have nothing to say to you.
What's your problem? Just tell me what happened, okay?
You don't back off! I'm going to do you for harassment. Do you understand that?
Ooh, you got something to hide. Oh!
Tell Raina I want to see her when she gets back with the lunches, will you?
Yeah, I will, boss.
Good. Boss, I've got to just go out for a minute. Just give myself some more painkillers.
If your arm's sore, you could always take an early mark.
No, there's no need. I'll be fine. Susie, what are you doing here?
You scared me. Just checking the place out again. What's this?
Credit card statements. I've been checking all the stores where the frauds have occurred. I almost missed it.
Missed what?
At some point, prior to the frauds being committed, there is a transaction in the same place. It's here. It's right here.
Yeah, we do credit card transactions. Why?
Where do you make the transactions?
In here.
May I?
Sure.
So who does the transactions? Just you?
Dad, me, all the staff are authorised to put sales through. They can't be chasing around for us all the time.
There are screw holes under here.
Well, there's holes in everything. It's second hand. Look, what's the problem?
We have evidence to suggest that fraudulent credit transactions may have been made subsequent to cardholders purchasing from here. Have you any idea how that might happen?
No. I don't get it. Look, what are you talking about? You're saying that after the customer leaves here, that... What the hell are they talking about?
Do you know what skimming is?
No.
What's skimming?
Sergeant, if they don't know, I don't see the point in continuing on here.
Look, what are you accusing us of?
Nothing. No. Thanks for your time.
Look, Peter Garrison is the one, I know it.
Mr. Medium.
With the record that doesn't fit.
Benny, you agree with him?
Look, all I know is that there is a major credit card fraud going on in that warehouse, in that business, and yes, Peter Garrison has got fooled.
So you two are batting on the same team again, are you?
Look, I saw him and it clicked. I remembered. I'm not making this up, PJ.
We never thought you were.
Malaysia. What? That's where they import their furniture from, right?
Yeah, so?
Maybe that's why he had an electric screwdriver at midnight.
What?
International sources suggest that most blank credit cards now circulating in Australia and New Zealand would have originated in Indonesia or Malaysia. Joanna, grab your hat.
These sandwiches are all curly. What's going on?
I wanted to
Got
talk
a
to
little
you.
on credit cards.
And the shooting. And where have you been?
Killing two birds with one stone, boss, with any luck?
We got to go. He might do a runner.
Who?
Garrison.
Susie, you might need this.
You will be letting me know what's going on.
The radio.
Jonesy?
You go around the back in case he tries to skip. Joe and I go around the front.
Now, Susie and me.
You stay here. You're not operational. Stay here!
Get out of the car, Garrison!
Get out of the car! Keep your hands where we can see. Move away from the car.
Where's your boyfriend?
Found the skimmer.
Where are the cards?
What cards?
Mount Thomas 208 to Mount Thomas 250.
250, did you get him?
It was Garrison's girlfriend, so he must still be in the factory.
Keep an eye on the place until we get back.
Will do.
I know you've dragged me as low as you. I haven't done anything, you bloody old fool. What's this all about then? It's drugs, is it? Is that it? You're a lying, two-faced bastard.
What happened? Oh, bastard. He's got my gun. He's got
Are
my
you okay?
gun.
Have you been shot?
No, I just hit my head. I'm okay.
Susie, come on, we're heading for the back door. Let's cut him off.
Okay, no, stay here, stay there.
Oh.
Well, don't even think about it. I shoot you, I'm a hero. You shoot me, you're going to be in jail for 20 years. If that thing doesn't blow your arm off...
I haven't done anything.
OK. Then let's just talk about what we're doing here in this situation, OK? We'll talk about it, OK? I want you to put the gun down.
Yeah, right. Talk about it with my record. That'll be the day.
You put that gun down now. Put it down.
Sounds like a pretty good idea to me.
Put it down on the ground. Get down. Cuff him. You know, for a minute there, I thought you'd gone out for a coffee.
Look, I don't know what's going on,
OK, have a seat.
but I know it's down to him. But Phoebe wouldn't do anything like this. Anyway, I go to the cabinet they've been hanging around all day, and I kicked the back out. And all those cards fell out.
Did you know what they were?
Well, I knew it had to be illegal, whatever it was. So I lost it and went for him.
You threatened him with a gun.
He grabbed it off me and whacked me. He's a bastard.
Peter's never as clever as he thinks he is. If I told him about it, he'd screw up.
So he was unaware of the credit cards you were bringing in from Malaysia?
He thought I was bringing furniture in on the side, without Dad knowing. I let him. Basically, he'll do whatever I tell him.
What you told him almost got him killed. Do you realise that?
Your father's going to be a very disappointed man.
Inspector Falcon Price?
Yes. Well, you might be pleased to know that we've received a further statement from Sergeant Stewart. He's accepted some responsibility for what we're now calling officially an accident. So, it would seem, Constable, that no further investigation is required.
Thank you, sir.
That satisfy you, Raina?
Yes, boss. Thank you.
Right then. Tom, Constable.
That do you?
I guess it's going to have to.
You've given back the spare one?
Thank you.
You're lucky there's not going to be another ESD investigation into an assault. Tony Timms. I have a very good view of the street from in here.
Do you plan on taking this any further, boss?
Go on. Out. You okay?
Yeah. I'm just taking it all in.
Justice prevails, eh?
Thanks to you.
I didn't do a thing.
Yeah, you did heaps. You stuck by me, and I know I didn't show it much at the time, but it meant a lot. So thanks.
Sus, we need to talk. Listen, I messed up. I should have been clear with Falcon Price from the start. I should have told him that I walked right into the line of fire.
Ben, you don't have to explain
No,
it
hang
now.
on. The point is that I put the blame onto you. When I should have just stopped and thought it all through. I'm sorry.
I almost killed you.
Yeah. But it was my fault.
I can't think about this too much. It sort of freaks me out. start thinking about what it must have been like
When I shot Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now you know. You just put it on, and you get on with it.